What's up, guys? So, on this particular video, we'll be discussing about Meghalaya in the month of February 2026, what you should be expecting in terms of the weather, the road condition, the places that you should be visiting. Is it a good time to be going to Meghalaya in the month of February? What is the kind of gear you need to be packing? And what is ideal budget for someone who's planning a trip to Meghalaya in February 2026? Now, you need to understand that the month of February is a winter month in Meghalaya. So, by default, the temperature is going to be cold in the night and it's going to be pleasant to mildly cold in the daytime. So, you can expect the temperature in the daytime to range anywhere between, I would say, 12 degrees to maybe 22 degrees. It's only in the afternoons that is up from, I would say, 11 o'clock to 3:34 is where it is maybe close to 20 degrees. The rest of the day, it's going to be below 15 degrees in Meghalaya. It's only places like Dauki, which is going to be warm because it's along the Bangladesh plains. Shillong, Cherrapunji, and other places which are touristic, which are the basic hill stations. It's going to be extremely cold, cold and windy even in the daytime. So now, the nights you got to be prepared with your winter best because the temperature in the nights will drop to as low as even 6 degrees. There are places in Meghalaya like Cherrapunji, then Nongriat, and even places like Mausiaram. And if you're going to the Garo Hills, where the temperature can drop as low as even 5 degrees. If you are someone who doesn't like the cold weather, then February is not the month for you to be going there because it will get warmer in March and April. So you can hold on for a couple of months. But if you are someone who likes the winter chill and wants to explore Meghalaya without too much of tourist crowd, then February is a very good time to be going there because the tourist crowd is at its lowest in the month of February since there are no public holidays, and at the same time there are no waterfalls that are active. There are waterfalls, I would say, which are active, but not the major ones. Now when it comes to waterfalls, I would say Krangsuri is active, Fifi Falls is active, and Nokalika is active. So these are the three waterfalls that you will definitely find water. And Elephant Falls, which is close to Shillong, is also active. So these are four waterfalls that you can visit and you'll get a little bit of water over there. From these four, I would say Nokalika has the most water, but it's a very far viewpoint. Krangsuri has a little bit more water since it is a back. It is ideally, it's not ideal. It's typically on the backwaters of Dauki, the Umnot River. So by default, the water from there flows, and there's always a water stream. Krangsuri is where you can go swimming also. So by default, if you're someone who likes swimming, make sure that you carry your swimwear. You can rent out life jackets, which are mandatory at rupees 100, and you can go swimming over there. Now, when it comes to the other waterfalls, that is Seven Sisters and all the rest, it is not going to be active in the month of February. So do not even keep your hopes high of any kind of a miracle happening and it being active because even if it does rain in Meghalaya, it will rain maybe from maximum of 15-20 minutes, and that's not enough for any waterfall to get active. It needs to rain for a minimum of at least 3 days, like how it rains in the monsoon months. Now, when it comes to the daylight savings, you need to understand one thing that Meghalaya is so far east that by default, the sunset is going to be by 4:35 in the winter months. It's going to be pitch dark by 5:15. So come prepared mentally to start your day early. Start your day as early as I would say 7 o'clock in the morning. Have your breakfast and bounce because the more relaxed and more cozy you feel in your homestay or your hotel because the weather is good. It's going to really make it difficult for you to, I would say, move around and explore everything comfortably. You will just have to hop, skip, and jump from one place to another and not explore anything in detail if you start late. Now, when it comes to the road condition, the roads are extremely well made along the tourist belt. So, no matter where you're going, the roads are good. There's just one patch of the road which is still under construction, that is from Shillong to Turkey via Mauling Nong Revai. This road is still a muddy road and it's unpaved. For some whatever reason, they haven't been able to complete it yet. And if you are someone who's planning a day trip to Dauki, then you can go via the Shawai Road, go to Krangsuri, and then go to Dauki and return back via Marling and Revai. This way, you do not have to take the same road twice, and it'll be beneficial for you because by taking the same muddy road twice, it's going to be a back-breaking journey. No matter which kind of vehicle you hire, the dusty road really kills the entire vibe while going to Mauling from here. A very important note that you need to remember while traveling to Meghalaya is that you should not visit. the double decker road bridge or Mowling Nong on a Sunday, because these two places are by default closed. You can enter the village, but you cannot do the trek to double decker, nor can you find anything to eat also in the village of Mowling Nong. On a Sunday, it's completely shut, being a Christian state. So avoid going there on Sundays. You can pick any other day of the week and you can go there, but do not go on a Sunday in the month of February. Now, when it comes to network, Meghalaya has excellent network. You'll get excellent 4G and 5G network in most places. Geo and Airtel have the best network coverage. Prepaid and postpaid both work equally well. Not every place has Wi-Fi, but 90% of the homestays and hotels today have Wi-Fi. But I would say do not rely on it. It's better to have your own network, since by default, anyways, I like I mentioned, Geo and Airtel has network. You will not have any issue with your data. Most places that you're staying at and when you're traveling around will accept UPI payments, but by default carry minimum, I would say, 5 to 7,000 or 10,000 of cash with you, because when you're trekking down and you're going places which are below the road, and since Meghalaya is a valley place, you will not have network, and that's the time when your cash will really be needed, because every place in Meghalaya has an entry fee ranging from anywhere between 10 rupees to 100 rupees depending on where you're going. Now, the places that you should be visiting in Meghalaya are, by default, you need to spend at least, I would say, 2 nights in Shillong. You need to spend at least, again, 2 nights in Cherrapunji and 1 night in Dauki. If you can spend more time in Shillong, at least another night more in Cherrapunji, that would be really good, because remember that you're exploring a state and not just, I would say, a part of the state, so like most places. So if you're going to explore the entire state of Meghalaya, the more time you give yourself, the more things you can explore. People are extremely friendly. For all those who are vegetarians and are watching this video, you do not need to worry. You will get veg food everywhere. Veg food in Shillong is very good. In Cherrapunji and other remote parts, you will get veg food in the form of a thali, which is basically dal, rice, papad, and a few, maybe a little bit of vegetables here and there. Not expected to be anything lavish. And at the same time, you do not need to worry about any kind of human threat in Meghalaya. The people are extremely friendly and extremely nice. They are totally pro tourism. So you do not need to worry about all of those things. When it comes to what you need to carry, you need to carry your woolen wear, you need to carry a good pair of shoes, you need to carry your sunglasses, and by default, you need to definitely carry a power bank, because you'll be traveling for long stretches along the day, and having your phone charged is mandatory. Just make sure that you carry layers of clothes, so that when it gets a little bit warmer, you can remove your jacket or your hoodie and you can be in your normal cotton clothes. Along this lines, you also have to remember to carry coconut cream, because it can get very, very dry in Meghalaya in the month of February. Now, if you are someone who's planning a trip to Meghalaya in the month of February, we do have trips happening to Meghalaya in February. You can click on the link in the description and you will get all the details related to our trip. You can directly enroll, or you can WhatsApp our sales team from the WhatsApp option on our website, and they will guide you through the booking process. If you have any queries related to your own personal travel to Meghalaya, please do not message us or call us. You can leave a comment in the comment section or book a consultation through our website. Our sales team is not here to answer your queries and solve your personal doubts. For that, the entire internet is there, and our Tlow website and our YouTube channel is there. Please do not bother us with your personal queries if you're not interested in enrolling for a trip or booking consultation. Time is really valuable, and we do not want to waste it answering unwanted questions which are not related to our travel. Now, when it comes back to the point of, is self-driving to Meghalaya a good option, I would say in the month of February it is, but provided that you are an experienced driver and at the same time you pick up a vehicle which has fog lights, because even though it's not a monsoon month, the lights, like I mentioned earlier, the sun is going to set early and then it's going to become extremely, extremely difficult to drive in the night when fog sets in. So by default, get a vehicle which has fog lights and test it out before you rent it in Guwahati. Now, Meghalaya in February is an ideal time for anyone and everyone who wants to visit the place without any tourist flutter. When the rates are lower, I would say, or the flights also, the flights will not be very costly to Guwahati. And at the same time, when it comes to costing, remember the costing for Meghalaya depends entirely on the number of days you're going to travel for and the number of people in your group. More the people, lower the cost, more the days, higher the cost. Now, till our next video, stay safe, stay happy, and stay blessed.